Well, it's Wednesday morning. Super nice outside. It's like 8:45. I finally got up and made some coffee. Dan, on the other hand, I am happy to report Dan got up at about 9 o'clock. We did a little of morning fishing. Now it's about 9:50, maybe 9:45. I am doing some blueberry pancakes and sausages for breakfast. Gotta kick that bacon habit once in a while. It is now 5 after 11. Dan is already in the car. We're gonna go that way, which is east, to find the natural bridge inside the Red River Gorge. That's about the best I can do with respect to directions, so we're gonna wing it. And if we find Wi-Fi or cell service, we'll let everybody know that we're okay. Don't send a search party. We found exit 33 off the interstate, and like, it's civilization. So here in Slade, they have a welcome center. We're gonna walk on in, get our bearings, and figure out where we should go. We just came out of the welcome center, very helpful, and most importantly, we have maps of where to drive. So now that we're oriented, I would like to drive out to that natural bridge, take the hike to the natural bridge, a couple ways to get in on there, and then you can drive, there's this loop around here on 77, I think it is. And it's a 1-hour loop, goes over some suspension bridges, some 1-lane tunnels. Sounds like a good afternoon. You ready, Dan? Came out of the Thrillsville office. Dan saw the sign for the underground cave boat tour, so yeah, we registered. They only run one boat during the week at 4 p.m. so we are registered for the 4 p.m. That gives us plenty of time to do some hikes, have a picnic, and take the scenic drive and be back here around 3:30 so we can drive out and make our tour. Sounds like a action-packed afternoon. Let's go, Dan. Okay, we found the sky lift. We looked at the prices and we're debating whether or not we're going to do it, because you can hike to the natural bridge from a different parking lot and the hiking trail is a little bit shorter, or you can ride the scenic sky lift. So we're gonna have a picnic lunch and we're gonna talk about it over lunch and decide. Our picnic lunch is finished. I kind of decided, we splurged on those cave boat tickets. It was $77 with tax just for the cave boat. So we don't need to spend another $27 on the sky lift when we are able-bodied and can hike to it ourselves. So we're gonna drive to the next parking lot and do the hike to the natural bridge. We found a new parking lot. It is now 12:50. Backpack, water, sunscreen, bug spray, all check. All systems go. Let's hike this trail. This is it. It's 1:15, so it took us 25 minutes. We are at the top of the natural bridge. And it's all the way up. Bring some water, but the views are great. It is now 1:40 and we were rewarded with some pretty impressive views. Now, we make our way down. It's 2:15. We made it back down to the suspension bridge, only 15 minutes down. The work is on the way up. Now we hop in the car. We're gonna do the Red River Gorge driving loop and go through a tunnel and see some suspension bridges. Snacks might be later, like ice cold snacks. We will see what we can find. We are witnessing one of the world's worst backup maneuvers at a one-way tunnel. Quick stop at the Daniel Boone coffee shop. Dan scored a smoothie. We only have about 10 minutes before our boat tour. And of course I can't send a message to anybody because there's no Wi-Fi. Oh well, we're doing okay. Don't send the rescue party. On to the cave tour. We have arrived. 3:50, 10 minutes before our departure time. Dan's still working on his smoothie. I remembered the gorge tickets. I also remembered an extra battery for the G7X, so I should be cave tour ready. We are all suited up, ready for the cave. It's about 45 minutes later. For proper nomenclature, that was not a cave tour. I stand corrected. That is an abandoned limestone mine. So we did an underground mine tour. Dan, what did you think about the mine tour?
That was so cool.
It's pretty neat. Now it's starting to warm up here. Am I gonna get condensation on the lens? All right, anyway. Time to get back to the trailer, I think. Whew. Feel that heat. We're at McDonald's in Stanton. We're here because they have Wi-Fi. Time for an update. It's 6:25. McDonald's, thank you. Your Wi-Fi was fast. I now have reservations in Chattanooga for Saturday night. And then we've got plans to do first come first serve campsites outside the Cumberland Gap National Historic Site or Park So hopefully arriving Thursday, tomorrow, we can get one of the 41 sites that has electricity. Fingers crossed, but that's the advantage of traveling with a short travel trailer like the Lance. Everybody with big trailers, they can't fit in the small sites, so they leave the small sites for us. Dan has been so patient. We're gonna make our way back to the trailer. I'm gonna cook on the grill. Dan might do some fishing, and we will call it a day. Dinner is done, the dishes are all done. It's just before 8 o'clock, maybe about a half hour, 40 minutes, where we can do some evening fishing and then go to bed. So for today, that's gonna do it. Tomorrow we are on our way to Cumberland Gap. But that's it. So until tomorrow, see you later. All right, and not to be outdone, Mr. Dan gets a fish. Look at that one. Nicely done, Dan. 2 nights in a row. All right, we'll call it quits. Dan saw, oh look.
There's a cat under our car.
How about that?
Meow. Meow. It has a collar. Meow, Peppy.